with Raju Prajapati.
Hello everyone, welcome to UDAAN 2.0. Basically, in this session, we used to discuss the journey of someone who has already cracked any examination, any prestigious examination, जैसे कि GATE, CFTRI, NIN, and any competitive examinations also, जिसके थ्रू हम लोग कोई जॉब वगैरह पाते हैं, ठीक है। तो हम बेसिकली इसमें क्या डिस्कस करते हैं कि कैसे कोई भी क्या चैलेंजेस रहते हैं उसके जर्नी में, क्या अभी वो कर रहा पर्टिकुलरली, एंड व्हाट he or she wanted to achieve and where she or he is, right? So we'll start with congratulating Maitree. So many congratulations Maitree for getting into IIT Guwahati. Also, please tell me about your journey. Along with that, also tell about your background. कैसे आपने डिसाइड किया कि गेट देना है और कब डिसाइड किया? And, either you chose to be in IIT Guwahati or also you prepared for other exams as well. Please tell about yourself.
Hi, good evening. Myself Maitree Dutta. Basically, I have done my graduate BTech in Dairy Technology from West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences. And currently, I am pursuing my MTech in Rural Technology, IIT Guwahati. So, actually, being a dairy technologist, as we all know, dairy or any other agriculture and allied sectors comes under the ICR. So, as of a general student of any of this course, we generally think about ICR and we prepare for it many of the time. But I will like to inform that apart from ICR also, as there is a huge field for agriculture and allied students to come to other works like food or rural or anything, or maybe chemical engineering or any other field, where they can just pursue their dreams and maybe a better move for their career. So basically, I started my journey for the GATE. Actually, I didn't that much of well aware about the GATE, like what paper should I choose, XC or Excel. Many of the time, I especially contacted with you, sir, like what should I do? Because when I thought about the GATE, it was like the 1 week was just left for the registration process. And before that, I was thinking about CFTRI, another one of the prestigious examination. So I was linked with the exhibitions, and I was used to get all the things like there is an exam named GATE, and we can do well through this also. Like if any of the student is trying to go, get anything in higher education, so he or she might have a plan A and plan B. So it was like GATE was my plan B, but luckily now I am with the continuing my dream with it. Actually, I started my journey like for me it was kind of difficult because at that time I was in the fourth year and my eighth semester, whatever the courseworks are there, I have to finish that within the time. And also, it was the hard time because I have to decide where to go to the internship. That is also like each and every students of BTech or BSc in the final year, we all know there is some kind of 6 months of internship, and that is also play a very
Right,
crucial role in our journey. So it was like a
right,
very critical point for me to choose the internship. I because basically I done my internship at Indian Institute of Packaging, Kolkata, and beside that, when I was doing my internship, the last 2 months of the GATE exam, I started the preparation. As I especially I
right,
want to share with all that if anybody is doing his BTech in food, agriculture engineering, dairy, or any of the allied sector, and if he or she has done his degree dedicatedly. I mean to say that not just for the taking of marks or better CGPA, rather if you have like, some kind of knack in microbiology, like for me, I was very much
right,
of like I used to like about the dairy microbiology, how the it happens with the food, how the fermentation happens, and
right.
all the things, and also with the chemistry. So if you have some point of liking with your core subject, that will give you benefit in case of GATE. Because GATE is
True,
like
very true.
so many papers are there which you can choose where you are feeling more confident. it is having for the
True.
Excel. As I went for the GATE Excel, Excel is having so many of papers. Like chemistry is compulsory, we all know. General aptitude is also compulsory, which you can just go well if you have background of mathematics and also some kind of practice session. It can give you a better marks. And apart from that, there is a zoology, microbiology, botany, biochemistry. So whatever your background, based on that, at which subject you are facing that I am confident, I can do better, I can face the questions at the level of GATE or JAM.
Right.
So you can proceed and choose that subject. So choosing of subject is one of the main thing for scoring a good marks in GATE. Because as we all know, GATE exam is not like other exam where we can just memorize some of the questions. This is the summary that was the previous year. I am just mugging up some kind of questions and going to the examination center, expecting that these questions will come. But that basically does not happen for GATE. GATE is totally like,
Right.
if you like any of the subject, if you have some kind of basic understanding, then you can answer it. There is no such need of like, it is okay if anybody is focused from 2 to 3 years, they can just do his preparation, then basically he or she will get a better rank. But if somebody is having like less time, like for me, when you are having internship, also you are at the 4th year, like you are, many of the time I also was afraid of dropping a year. I was not willing to drop a year. So basically for that situation, from a student of food technology, apart from IIT, there is also NIFTY, ICT, another institute. So if you can just crack the gate, there will be like a gateway. A more number of gates
True.
will be
Very true.
open for you. So
True.
to
Very true.
pursue your dreams. So for that only it was like sudden. I called you, sir. You all know that can I just proceed with GET? And it was like I just still remember. But from that day onwards, because I have to prioritize something, like I need to go for some time for the GATE, and also my internship was there. Also my
Right.
whatever the coursework exams were there. So it was like to give the less time to the internship and also to the coursework also. Like I didn't even went for the much of CGPA at the last semester. My overall CGPA was okay, but for the last semester, I will not say that I can't expect that I will get the top marks for that
Mhm.
particular sim, but also at least for 8.5 we can expect with also get. And apart from that, whatever time I got, just practicing of the general aptitude. Because for me, basically, if I want to share, I targeted the microbiology part and food tech part. As we all know that we have studied the chemistry from the 12th standard, and chemistry is like a subject where we, like, it's very rapid to forget whatever the biochemical reactions are there. We used to forget like what are the
True.
reaction, how the benzene forms the ring with different compounds. We can't remember if we can practice properly with some kind of time. So it was like for me, for the general aptitude and the microbiology and food technology part, that can give me a better marks. And if you can check the question of 23, it was like the general aptitude part was little bit different from the other PYQs what we have solved. But still, it was like, as
Mhm.
it was different for everybody, so it didn't affected at much for the number or rank
Right.
in that.
Very
Yes,
true.
sir.
Very true. Okay. Right, right. So thank you so much for elaborating it. Like I believe like it might be a journey of many, because once we used to think like, okay, see, at any point of time we have a lot of ways to go, and whatever we choose that decides our future. And then after that, this is something kind of, let's say there is a point, you get many ways from there, then you choose something, then you move ahead, then again you have many gateways, then again, so this is something branching at many stages, right? And you get a lot of points, and you don't know like which one is going to be based, or something you have to keep on trying. your best at every stage, whatever the path that you follow. What I've learned through my life, like what if you have chosen something entrepreneurship, you have to do. If you have chosen to study your research, you have to do. If you have chosen to do MBA, you have to do. So keep on trying. Either it is tough, also keep on trying. That's what the one thing, right?
Also,
Also,
I would like to add one thing that today the ICA result came out. Actually, sir, whenever anyone is pursuing the BTech or BSc from any ICR accredited institute, we got an inborn ideas. We are going for the e-course delivered by the ICR. It's our idea that ICR is going to be our most easiest exam where we can crack. But nowadays, as many of the students are going for the higher studies, the seats are very much less. For the National Dairy Research
very true,
Institute, it's like less than 5 for a general class student to get the dairy technology, dairy engineering, dairy microbiology, or dairy chemistry. So it's better. Like you can't expect that much of taking risk. That one particular exam with single digited rank is very much risky for a student to target. Instead of that,
true.
we can just you can just think about any of the branch of food technology or any kind of rural technology that I am also pursuing now. From that also you can pursue your dream. Like it's another
Very
way.
true. Very true. Very true. That's what I totally agree with your point. People is to think that okay, so I believe totally in this. So that's what when you ask me either should I go with gate or not, so I told okay, just prepare within 2 months because now we should have the always plan B of course, and that's what like because see you told also a very good point that in higher studies in India you see if you are at a very top ranking then you'll be getting a good institution otherwise again you have to just go and run away here and there, right? So that's what important it is. And in ICR also if you see we are from ICR institutions and we have seen that even I know the people who has got 18th rank or 26th rank in food technology ICR and they couldn't get any good colleges. So that's an example, of course, and many of the another examples are BSc students. BSc food technology, BSc food science. They are struggling to get a lot of things. I don't know. They're thinking like, what should I get? I knew there's no so many institutions except CFTRI. Some of the institution in NIN is research based institution, so except those, there are no institution where we know okay. So we will if I'll get the admission over there, I'll get the placement or I'll get my higher dreams or let it be pursuance of research or let it be job, whatever it is. But nobody is sure that I'm going to get because standards in higher institution in India and especially in food technology and food science is not that much. I totally agree with this. In last 10 years, it has evolved, but it has a lot of changes. It is now also it is government should surely work upon that. Now, uh, so next question is Matri, what is the challenge that you face during your preparation? Like generally, I'll tell some of the examples. A person now from last 2021 onwards, basically, we are allowed to give gate in third year and fourth year. So according to you, now you decided very late to go with a gate, right? So what are the major challenges that you faced, and what would you recommend to other students that when if they should even I'm thinking of gate, when should I start my preparation?
Sir, for the starting of the preparation, if it is, it should be like 1 year full should be there for the preparation. But also, as I thought about the gate in the very late, but it has one advantage. I would like to focus because gate score is only valid for 3 years, and once you have got your admission to any of the IIT, it will take 2 years for your MTech, and another 1 year will be with you, where you can take your admission to the PhD degree also. Because GATE is not only for the MTech, but also it is for
Yes,
the
sir.
PhD degree or anything. You can go abroad with it for
Very
a
true.
GATE score with the good GATE score. So it's like you need when if somebody is thinking about the gate for a BTech student, if he or she is thinking about the gate at the second year, he might take a year for the preparation and just crack the gate at the third year. let's assume. But also I will recommend that they must give another exam for another year for the GATE for their PhD for that particular case. And once you are thinking about your last year, like fourth year, then he or she is going to face many difficulties in terms of
True.
institution, in terms of many kind of mentality, because at that time you will see your friends are getting kind of good kind of placements, but you are still trying for any of the exam where you need to be concentrated that I have to crack that particular exam, otherwise I, because I have to sustain in the field now, so I need to crack it.
True. True.
And
True.
also
True.
at the same time you have to manage time, because many of the time as per my knowledge many of the colleges have some kind of project at the end of the btech, and where for our case it is like a 6 months of internship where you have to do a full form of job kind of thing. You have to give your 12 hours. Many of my batchmates has given his or her 12 hours to the plant only, so it was really hard
Oh,
to prepare for a particular exam. It's not possible.
right.
So one good
True.
thing is there, as GATE exam happens in February. So if anyone wants to crack it before going to internship, he or she can crack. It will take 1 month of internship, because in my case also I joined in the internship at January 15th and my exam was on the February 11th. So, 1 month you have to just the revision portion or what kind of thing is there, or exam. Like in case of aggravation, used to get per day exam. Many kind of
Right.
fixed number of questions we used to receive, and we have to give the exam. It will not take more than of 30 minutes or 1 hour, but have to answer it whenever if somebody is in the internship or anything, and he or she can't do the proper preparations for the exam. And
Right.
also,
Very true.
if if you are targeting a good marks for the gate, then
Mhm.
it will take a much time. Like one should give much time to the preparations for each and every topic of understanding and everything. You
Right.
should give. If you
So,
don't
of course.
put the effort, one of the hardest exam is GATE, where it is
What?
a gateway to the IIT, because many of us had a dream to get the BTech from IIT and we didn't get it. So it will be another way to just reach your destination.
Very true, very true. So once we lost, we also have a chance of to BTech also to get to see the once what was the dream into our intermediate, right, plus
Mhm.
two. Once we wanted to have so you can spend a lot of time even more than a BTech guy if you want to just qualify gate and you can get it, right. Very true. Also, the point was really good that at least if you want to get very good marks in gate, you need to have a very dedicated at least 6 to 1 year 1 year of preparation. And if just want to get a say any college, let it be just you want to qualify, so you can do according to what the caliber you have. Let it be if you're very good with the concepts of maths, very good with the concept of chemistry, or any particular subject that you have a specialization and the subject that you are choosing, and if you have a command on that, of course you can qualify. But I have seen people while preparing for whole year and not qualifying the whole examination. Also, I've seen the people who has, kind of they prepared for last 3 months very dedicatedly. They appeared for all the test series and they made it to the good with they made it with a good score. That they qualified. They at least they secured the marks where they can be eligible for getting into any IITs, NITs, or either ICT or NIFTM. So that's one good thing is. Also, there's another questions, Matri. Like most of the IITs or the in masters and PhD, while you're studying, you get to research more rather placement or job. So either your motivation is also the same one, you want to pursue research or you want to go for a job. What is your main motivation that you feel you're really happy that you have got School of Agri and Rural Technology and you're doing really great there. So yeah, I mean, job or research.
No, actually, my it's my childhood dedications to the research. I want to go for the research only. It's my dream, and it's like a way I have got through the rural, because many of the people who before coming to here, they used to think that rural technology means just going to some kind of sidelines, but it's not like that. It's like whatever background you have to just disseminate this technology. If I am the dairy technologist, I know how I can increase the productivity of the milk or can deliver the customer safe dairy product. But in case of rural India, where 65% of the people is belonging to the rural community and total production is belong to the rural sector only, then if you need to just get your food, proper food, or cater the proper food to each and every Indian, you need to be like rural development should be there. If we just develop, we don't develop the rural community. If we can't, if I am just producing the new technologies to the lab, and which is not even useful to the rural community or the common people, then what is the need? It
Very
will
true.
not be
What is the use
effective.
of that? Right.
So we should be
So
like, we should
very
think
true. So we
about
should.
in a greater sense.
Right, right. That's what. So we should always include the community. That's what the even SDG goals is. As a person, if we have got that, what it is called, the privilege of being educated. So also we should think to educate others. If we have got a privilege to, create something new which can help the society, of course, we should try. That's what also with the same thought. I even seem I'm also on the same note. Also, a little bit, can you tell about your institution that you're studying? What is School of Agro Rural Technology and what are the opportunity that you can get over there?
School of Agro Rural Technology of IIT Guwahati, recently
And
known as the Center for
excuse me,
Rural Technology.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Just one more thing. What was the process to get over there? Also, if you can please explore.
So, sir, basically, after getting your GATE score, one process that is one should go through is COAP registration. We need to register ourselves in the COAP portal. For this year, the COAP was done by the IIT KGP. So we registered ourselves, but because for my whatever I have got the course, the School of Agro and Rural Technology, IIT Guwahati, it does not come under the COAP. For this particular course, we need to go for the individual kind of registration. So IIT
Mhm.
Guwahati used to open the registration for the particular streams like whatever the schools or interdisciplinary streams are there. It is same for the rural technology. It is same for the food technology of IIT Guwahati, where we need to register ourselves by providing all kind of details, 10th marks, 12th marks, BTech details, and also the gate details, what you have achieved, the last gate score or the maximum gate score, what you have. If you have two or three gate score, then you need to put your highest one, and after that, uh, for the last time, I used to pay 150 rupees per application. Then after the application, they go for the shortlisting process. They used to give a call on your email or on your dashboard. You have to just check it, and after checking, they will with the checking of the things, they will mail you what is the procedure, what should be the written exam. Like for from this year onwards, School of Agro and Rural Technology has organized one written exam along with the interview. In any of the other streams, only interview many of the times are sufficient to get your admission. But for this year, SART had a different kind of written test where it was totally focused on the general aptitude, basic, very basic, like the profit and loss problems, the coding, simple coding kind of things, simple maths related problem, algebraic simplifications, and also one PDF was shared regarding the rural development. So by
Mhm.
just going through this PDF, you can get an idea what is rural community, how the development goals works, how what is the SDG goals, and also one question that is asked that what you want to do, as it is a multidisciplinary question. Many of the time for these particular of course, people come from the civil background, electrical background, mechanical background, food background, biotechnology background. So many people used to come here for their master's degree. So it will be asked to you, what is your goal to be a rural technologist? What you want to do? So this is
Very
the
true.
main question that is
Correct.
asked. What is your plan? And after that, they will after the written test. One day they will take the written test, and the next day they are calling for the interview. And after that, they will just inform you that you are selected. Just pay the fees and come to your dream campus of IIT.
Yes, very
Nothing
nice.
more.
Right, right. So if we'll summarize that, you just after your gate is for you have to apply through COB portal for different campuses with different branches of, let it be IT Bombay, let it be Kharagpur, let it be Guwahati, or whatever the stream that you want to get there. If it is not there on COP, you have to enroll separately for that institutions, and same for the SART, School of Agro Rural Technology, that was earlier Center for Rural Technology, and that happened through written test, and after that one interview, and in interview they'll be also asking compulsory what is your motive, or what is your, why do you want to join. That's a compulsory question, of course, because this is something very different out of the box people is to follow, right? So you need to have an interest among that, right? Also, so yeah, my last two questions, Matri, what would be three, things, or three or five, whatever number that you can count, you would like to suggest to the upcoming students who's preparing for GATE, or who want to pursue their dreams either in research, for jobs, or what different purposes for GATE?
So for GATE, first of all, try to cover the syllabus. Whatever the syllabus, if you are having the enough of time, so try to cover the syllabus, whatever it is there. After that, go for the only exam, the practicing of question, because many of the time it happens that whatever we are reading it, we can't imagine what is the point, exact point from where the questions will come. And as one thing anyone can do, that is the solving of the previous year questions. As many of the IITs, IISc set the question paper, so if anybody just go through it, how they are asking the question, he or she will get an idea how the questions will come in the gate. The next thing that one is necessary, that is the discipline. Like, you need to be very true about yourself that I need it. If your desire is from inner, then you can make the time for that particular exam. You can manage your whatever the schedule, internship and all, you can manage that. And because it's not like for the very much of lengthy time, if you are preparing for your exam at the last stage, before the 3 months or 2 months, you have to give that 90 days at count by count, that this is my 89th day, so whatever I am planning, I need to complete it within that day. And also try to focus. If you are from a food technology background, for the exam purpose, make yourself ready from now onwards, that whatever the food technology comes questions, I can crack that questions based on my conception. Because GATE is nothing that I can just memorize and go to the hall and just tick it.
True.
Not
Correct,
like
correct.
that. So if you have the basic, try to understand the basic. If basic is clear with you, you can just answer a good marks just by elimination only. Don't even,
Very true.
it may happen that you have some kind of ambiguity if the answer is A or answer is C, but you can just eliminate if you know about the basic.
Concepts true.
Yes.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
about the time management, like one, it should be based on it. It's not like that the bound that I have to study in the day session. It may happen that you are, I personally suggest that many of the time I have to attend the internship at 8 to 6. It was at about 8 to 6. So you can come home, take a nap, just take a nap. Don't think that my preparation is not going on. Take a nap. Then, if you are enrolled to exhibition, then go for the whatever the recorded lectures are there, the papers that they have given for the practice. Go for it, and then just study. whatever your time, 2 to 3 hours, you can study.
Right, perfect. So my last question to you, Maitre, is like, how do you recommend about aggregation for you to someone, and how do you feel like how aggregation for you is helping to the students of food technology and allied subjects, let it be agriculture, dairy, and food technology?
First of all, I would like to share one interesting thing that we all are nowadays very much of attached to the social media. So whenever you are scrolling to anything, you can just get an idea what are the exams are coming. You can plan. So during just your leisure time, you can plan that I can go for the gate. Many of the students are there for the food technology who has a very kind of fear that I can crack the gate. It's like a very kind of engineering science exam. I can't go for the with my food technology background. So to clear about that concept, aggravation is very much helpful. That you can also go for the gate, and after whenever you have thought that I need to go for the gate, then as I was telling, because I was a regular student of the BTech, it was my fourth year. So management of the time and the preparation, as aggravation is reducing our burden for the preparation because they are providing our study material. So whatever the notes, short notes, study material, questions we need to do ourselves for the exam, they are doing it for us. At the end of the day, if I just sit here with a pen and paper, just listen to the mentors what they are telling based on a particular topic, I can learn something just by hearing. And then after that, if I just put some more effort after the hearing, just noting down some kind of points with the available books or from the internet or from the previous year questions, what kind of questions they are asking, then only you can learn a more good percentage from the everyday of routine. And after that the exam, because as exams are there from the routinely schedule, so you can analyze how much you can do in your the final day of exam. And also the like it the website for the aggravation for you it's similar for the gate. You will not feel unfamiliar when you are sitting in front of the actual window of the exam, the digital calculator, the how to click the button and everything what we used to, we become used to with all the facilities from our home only. So whenever the exact day come, you can be a little bit chill. It's okay. I am used to all the things. I will just reach there, and whatever questions I am sure, I will just mark that, because many of the time if you don't have the exact concept, don't go for the negative marking to the gate because it's very high. And whatever for the gate, one more benefit is there. Many of the time for the 2 or 3 marks or 4 marks questions, they do not provide any kind of negative marking. So they are for the numerical kind of concept. Maybe from the microbiology background, they ask for the generation time, number of generation. For that particular type of
And
question, you can just try and just provide the answer that is by approximation. You have the digital calculator, with the using of it you can just provide the approximate, and the fear of losing your marks is not there. So whenever you are answering the questions you get, two things you should be in mind. What is the total number of questions you are sure, your exact number, and also what is the related marks. Like I am about to sure 60% I am sure about this particular answer, but something I have doubt, then don't go for it if it is having some kind of negative marking. And if it is
right,
not having any kind of negative marking, then you can go, you can just answer. In case of last year, in chemistry, the negative marking was 2 or 3 or 4 question was there, which was having the negative marking. So it was a great advantage for us to guess the answer. And please don't try to guess the answer when it is having the negative marking, because it will take your all marks.
true, 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 true. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, Maitri, for all these insights. I guess once aspirants are going to watch this video, they are going to lot of clue about what the examination is, what the opportunities is, how to get into SAT, IIT Guwahati if someone is planning over there. Also might have got clarity on a School of Agricultural Technology, not about getting into the farms or working like farmers. It is something like bringing the technology also. I don't mean to say that farmers are doing very kind of lower work, but yeah, this is part of our big work. They're also
Societal
bringing a lot of
status, we used
innovations,
to think.
cultivate.
Yes.
Right. People used to think that's what. So basically what we are getting feed or whatever we are having every day, that comes from our farmers hard work. So of course if someone is wishing to get into farm and they want to bring innovation into the technology which can help the farmers, of course it is a great cause or social cause. And your people, I mean, society will be really indebted forever. Of course. Okay. So with this, I would like to bind for today. Thank you so much. Also, in last, I'd like to suggest, I'd like to ask basically any one message that you would like to give to the aspirants. Any one message, any important that you think.
The one message still I remember, it was I heard first time from you that a coal can turn into diamond when it comes under the pressure. So if we don't take the pressure, the coal will not be turned to diamond, and we will not also get to into our dreams. That is the one thing. It is the
Very
hard
true.
time. We all have the critical time in terms of mentality, family pressure, background, time management. As many of us, you will having many kind of things will come in these 6 months that is left for the gate, 6 to 8 months, and that is the time where we have to take the pressure and turn it into the diamond so that we can
Right.
reach our dream destination.
Very true, very true. Okay, okay. But this, I guess, people would surely become diamond, and they know what is the worth of pressure, being implemented by the, let it be classrooms, let it be exam preparation, whatever it is. So thank you so much, Maitri.